The year 2020 was filled with record-breaking scientific discoveries. Some earned the title of oldest, including the 7-billion-year-old stardust found to be the oldest material on our planet, and a 31,000-year-old burial that held the remains of the oldest ever found identical twins. Others earned the title of longest, including a bird that traveled for 11 days straight from Alaska to New Zealand, and a lightning bolt that stretched for more than 440 miles, 700 kilometers. Even the biggest turtle on Earth was also found in 2020. Watch out these top 10 of them. Longest bird flight. Bar-tailed godwits are impressive flyers, scaling thousands of miles without stopping. A loud, long-beaked, rust-colored bird broke the world record for longest non-stop flight this fall. On September 16, a male bar-tailed godwit, Limasa laponica, known as 4BBRW, set off from southwest Alaska and flew for 11 days straight to New Zealand, traveling a distance of about 7,581 miles, 12,200 kilometers, taking rounding errors into consideration. The previous record was held by a female bar-tailed godwit that flew around 7,145 miles, 11,500 kilometers, over 9 days in 2007. Bar-tailed godwits are known to be impressive flyers, but 4BBRW's journey prolonged by easterly winds was extra impressive. Longest animal ever. An image shows the coils of the long siphonophore. While exploring deep-sea canyons off Australia's coast, researchers discovered a super long, stringy creature that may be the largest animal ever discovered, they said. This creature, called a siphonophore, measured 150 feet, 45 meters, long, and was actually made up of many small critters called zooids. Each zooid lives its own life but is always connected to its fellow zooids and performs a function for the entire siphonophore. Longest exposure photo. This image shows 2,953 arc trails of the Sun, as it rose and fell over a period of 8 years and 1 month. A beer can, photographic paper, and a low-tech pinhole camera captured a photo of the Sun's journey across the sky every day since 2012. The photo may be the longest exposure photo ever taken. 8 years ago, a University of Hertfordshire student created a do-it-yourself camera and placed it on a telescope at the university's Bayford Berry Observatory, eventually forgetting about it. I hadn't intended to capture an exposure for this length of time, and to my surprise, it had survived, Regina Valkenborg, now a photography technician at Barnet and Southgate College, said in a statement. The resulting photo showed 2,953 arcs of light as the Sun rose. And biggest turtle that ever lived. An illustration of a giant male and female Stupendimus geographicus out swimming for a snack. An ancient turtle that lived 8 million years ago, with a shell that spanned nearly 8 feet, 2.4 m, in diameter, may have been the largest to ever exist. The ancient creature belonged to a now extinct species called the Stupendimus geographicus, that lived in northern South America during the Miocene epoch, which lasted from 12 million to 5 million years ago. The beast weighed around 2,500 pounds, 1,145 kilograms, which is almost 100 times as heavy as its closest living relative, the Amazon River turtle, Peltocephalus dumerolianus, and twice the size of the largest living turtle, the marine leatherback, Dermochales coriacea, researchers reported in Th. E study published on February 12 in the journal Science Advances. Oldest identical twins. The twin infants' double burial was unearthed in Krems am Wachtberg, Austria. A 31,000-year-old oval-shaped burial found at the archaeological site of Krems Wachtberg, in Austria, held the remains of identical twin infants, likely the oldest known in the world. The grave was found in 2005. But in a new analysis, researchers used ancient DNA to confirm that the infants were identical twins and that they were likely cousins of a 3-month-old infant discovered in a nearby burial. One of the infants died shortly after childbirth and the other lived for about 50 days, according to the study published on November 6 in the journal Communications Biology. Oldest sperm. Artists' reconstruction of the Cretaceous ostracod crustacean Myanmar cypress hway male and female during mating. Inside a disc of amber found in a mine in northern Myanmar, scientists discovered the world's oldest known sperm. The amber held 39 tiny ostracods, a type of crustacean. 31 of them belong to a newly discovered species called Myanmar cypress hway. Inside one of the adult females of M. hway, researchers discovered 4 eggs and a spaghetti-like mass that turned out to be 100-million-year-old sperm. Prior to this discovery, the oldest confirmed sperm was 50 million years old and came from a worm cocoon in Antarctica. The findings were published on September 16 in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Academy B. Oldest material on Earth. Dust-rich outflows of evolved stars similar to the pictured egg nebula are plausible sources of the large Prezola grains found in meteorites like Murchison. Stardust found inside a massive meteorite that hit Earth half a century ago dates back 7 billion years, making it the oldest material found on the planet. The ancient dust, made up of grains that are older than our Sun, was sent out into the universe by dying stars. This stardust eventually made it to our planet by hitching a ride on the Murchison meteorite, which fell in Australia in 1969. This is the first time that researchers have discovered grains that predate the Sun in our planet's rocks. In the new study, researchers analyzed grains from Murchison, grinding up small bits of the meteorite and adding acid, a method that dissolves minerals and silicates, leaving behind the Prezola grains. The findings were published on January 13 in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. Fastest speed of sound. How fast can sound travel? Scientists figured out the fastest possible speed of sound in any medium, 22 miles per second, 36 kilometers per second. Sound can travel at different speeds depending on what material it's traveling through. For example, sound travels faster in warmer liquids compared with colder ones. It can also travel at different speeds in solids versus liquids versus gases. Calculations suggest that sound travels the fastest in the lowest mass atoms. So to figure out the maximum speed that sound can travel, a group of researchers calculated the speed of sound through a solid atom of hydrogen. Hydrogen is the lowest mass atom but isn't solid, unless it's under immense pressure that's 1,000,000 times stronger than Earth's atmosphere. In this very specific condition, the researchers found that sound can travel close to its theoretical limit of 79,200 miles per hour, 127,460 kilometers per hour. The findings were published on October 9 in the journal Science Advances. Longest lightning bolt. A megaflash crackles over Porto Alegre, Brazil. On Halloween in 2018, a massive lightning bolt sliced the skies above Brazil. The megaflash was more than 440 miles, 700 kilometers, long and stretched from the Atlantic coast to the edge of Argentina, making it the longest lightning bolt ever recorded, according to an analysis from the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, posted in June. The scientists used new satellite technology to confirm that the lightning bolt was more than twice as long as the previous record holder, a flash that lit up Oklahoma skies in 2007. But lightning isn't actually getting bigger, the lightning monitoring technology is just getting better, the researchers said in a statement. The new analysis also showed that the longest duration record goes to a lightning strike over northern Argentina that lasted for nearly 17 seconds in March 2019. Oldest guts ever found. An artist's interpretation of the ancient cloudinomorph, with the guts shown in red. Artwork by Stacy Turpin-Chiavens, University of Missouri. Scientists found fossilized guts in Nye County, Nevada, that date back to between 550 million and 539 million years ago, making them the oldest remnants of digestive tracts ever found. The guts, which are about 30 million years older than the previous record holder, belong to little tube-like creatures called cloudinomorphs. These guts could help scientists understand what types of creatures cloudinomorphs actually are. The leading hypotheses say that the creatures are either cnidarians, similar to modern-day coral, or annelids like modern-day tube worms. Analysis revealed that the soft tissue, which is likely the gut, looks like a tube. That shape probably agrees more with the worm hypothesis, according to the scientists. The findings were published January 10 in the journal Nature Communications. Which of the above is most impressive discovery? Please write it down in the comment box. Please, if you are getting value from our video, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon, so that you will not miss any of our videos. It is free of charge. It also encourages us you are getting value from our videos.